Two of the most well-known characters in the scheme are recovering drug addict Marvin and his dog Bullet.
Bullet Baird. Everybody calls him Bullet Baird. I'm not kidding you. Everybody knows him. Everybody. People I don't even know the dog. I used to be in and out of prison constantly from I was 17 till I was 24. And I've been out for the past 5 years, so I've coming up in 6 years. I've been out of trouble since I've been off heroin. Just keep myself to myself, and since I got my accommodation. I would like to meet the right person, and then after that I would like to get a job and just a family, just a normality, just a bit of a normal living. That's what I would like, and for my mum and dad to not to have to worry about me. Bullet's the best friend I've got just now, so it's hard to find a decent friend nowadays, so it is. There you go. There you go.
Marvin may have Bullet, but what he really wants is to settle down and have a family, and he's looking forward to a visit from an old girlfriend once she gets out of prison. Marvin's dreams of becoming a family man are one step closer as he's been reunited with his ex-girlfriend Dayna, who's just got out of prison. Dayna has been released early with an electronic tag. Marvin is keen to introduce Dayna to Bullet. But after a long wait, Bullet has his own welcome surprise.
Hello! What have you been doing?
Uh-oh. Instead me pooping.
Come on, see me. Come on. Nancy, miss me. Where you been? Excitement. You've been with your daddy.
Bullet has had more time inside than he can handle. But Dayna is keen to prove her worth and clean the boys up, which could prove to be quite a challenge.
Where's the van? Where's the van, Shorty? That's always kicked my friends doing everything. This is a lovely neighbourhood, isn't it?
As you can see, there's a lady in the house. He sees a lazy bum. He looks after himself and his dog. Well, he feeds the dog more than he does himself anyway.
Hey, morning.
Dayna's been released from prison on the tag and is now using methadone to control her heroin addiction.
Getting all dirty? Come on.
Marvin is trying to stay away from heroin, but getting involved with someone still struggling with drugs is a big risk for an ex-addict. Bullet, Marvin and Dayna are getting on like a house on fire. And Marvin has asked her to move in. Love, it seems, is in the air.
Happy as Larry. Could not be happier. Could not be happier. Dayna's moving in.
Getting the tag changed.
Tag's changed today. They didn't even have to do a report at the house. They were happy enough with just the written report.
Just need to put the messages in, go down to my grand's, phone them, saying I'm unplugging it and taking it back up and plug it in.
Then they come and fix it.
And that's me and him living together.
I want it, man.
Forever.
Never, not
Yes, who done the dishes?
Guess who done it for?
Moi.
She's in the top kitchen, and I hoovered about and washed flares and whatnot. 2 days are over the moon. That's me. That's the best news I've had in a long time. So
Me
it is.
too. No, I
And
can
it's
snuggle up
basically
with him at night, make up beside
exactly.
him.
Both is wanted. I've just got what I wanted. So we have that's everything just fell
We're
into
just
place
made
perfect.
for one another.
So I love it a bit. So I do.
Two's company, but three may be a crowd. Marvin has been robbed and his £700 TV and PlayStation stolen. He's already heard in the grapevine it's an old friend who's to blame.
Going to damage them. Because I wanted to do it through the proper channels, right? Through the police, to tell them, not interested. So I've got to deal with myself. And personally, I don't want to, but I'm not gonna let him away with it. I don't like saying that my council tax bills for years, because that comes straight off my bin. My big boy. My big boy.
Hey, Bullet!
There are rumours in the scheme that Marvin has started selling drugs, and Bullet has certainly had enough.
Bullet! Where did he go there?
Marvin does eventually catch up with Bullet, only for the police to catch up with him, with 310 diazepam in his pockets. Marvin is out on bail, having been caught with his pocket full of diazepam. His family is expanding as Dayna has taken on her mum's dog.
She's 9 now, nearly 10. And that's my mum's life, but because my mum's not got a settled place, you know, just got to keep her until she gets a settled place.
Unexpectedly, Marvin has decided to take on all the housework.
Dayna normally does it, but no lately. Because she's just found out she's pregnant. So I've been doing it all myself. Left to date my Todd.
Nana's found out I was pregnant and that's it. Happy, but no. I'm only 18 and I love Marvin to bits, but it's not been the same how it used to be. It's not been the same how it was. I don't believe in getting ready away, so keep it.
Dayna may be having doubts, but Marvin's dreams of becoming a family man are on track.
I don't like to be too old by the time. I want to be able to take the way out and learn it to go a bike and that before I'm much older. I want to still be fit enough to go out and play as a wee boy, play football or whatever. Yeah.
Marvin and Bullet have been in the wars. Marvin has not been able to avoid drugs and has had a seizure after taking diazepam.
Don't know, I've not got a clue what happened.
I was choking on sickness, taking a fit.
She's was lifting the bed and I've been lifting the bed up and shaking it. The bed is all put out at the bottom this morning. I can't remember it. The last thing I remember is just going like my eyes, put my eyes up. Well, the wee blood vessels that run about my pupil are all burst. I feel like shit, man. When the ambulance came, the police came straight after it and just walked in and the Bullet got out and away. He's done something to his paw. Come on, here. What's on his paw? What's wrong with your paw? I think it must be the bone, because it's not the bottom bit, it's hurting him. It must be his bone, he's hurt it.
Marvin has a court date coming up for possession of the diazepam he was caught with, which may blow his plans of building a family. Marvin and Dayna have had a bust-up in town, and Marvin has been kept in the cells for the weekend.
He kneed me in the stomach, but I don't think he meant it. And then he flung my bag down, flung my purse down, and then he taken the money out it, so I jumped on the bus that he was on, and then police came and we were arguing still. And he got lifted by a domestic, but I didn't press charges to ask me because it was on CCTV. Him kneeing me in the stomach. I don't know him he'd put in me well because I was on the bus. When he gets it, he'll need to choose me or the boys. Because he was on Valium when he hit me, when he kneed me in the stomach. And I'm pregnant, and after it, I couldn't walk.
Dayna will now have the weekend to think things through, as Marvin will be out on Monday. While Marvin has been cooling off in the cells, there have been rumours circulating that Dayna has slept with Gordon and Annie's son, Chris.
I went in drunk. That means gone, I'm more bang. Heard that. I took my trips down. Cut my trips down and that. Fucking John that went down. Man, him, I know. We rapped me. He was doing me that and he got in there, I know.
Marvin's family don't trust Dayna and have told him about the rumours.
Here's my boy.
But Dayna is adamant that her honour remains intact.
Christopher was in here and left and went out along to Cairns, drunk, and said, I've just...
No, he walked out like that. I just
shagged Marvin's Baird. Right, and he swore in Cairns' kid's life, and then see after it, he admitted the truth that he hadn't. So Christopher's finito with me. So yeah, it's finished. I'm finished with them all.
That's us.
They told me I was to make a choice, so I made my choice. It's me, I'm not speaking to my mum.
We've spoken, figure it out, and
That's it, and
I
sorted
love
it.
it, Dovey again.
That's us. We're getting engaged. We're actually engaged now, but I've not got a ring yet.
He swore that he's picked me out with the Valium and we've sorted the shit out. He swore down.
I picked it
He
in my
swore
family.
down on everything that he would never, ever, ever lift a horn to me again.
Back in the scheme, one of Marvin's cousins has moved in next door and is having a housewarming celebration.
You still taking my gorgeous body in? Me, I'm a pole dancer. If any's want a shot of me, £10 to go.
Having Marvin's cousin move next door is bad news for Dayna, as Marvin's family are convinced that she's cheated on him and don't like her.
I know I'm not tea.
I'm not a joke.
Can you?
I'm not a joke.
I know.
It's not long before Marvin's cousin is trying to pick a fight.
Who begressed then?
A big grass what?
Who begressed then?
Look at
What age are you?
You won't get a punch in the face. I'll see a break before.
Dayna needs to stay out of trouble as she's tagged and on early release from prison. And Marvin's not there to defend her.
I ain't gonna be myself because I thought you had her back and I walked away. It's just not me.
You've got to be rough and tough to stay about this era, because see if you know people tramp you, and if you get tramped there, then people take advantage of you.
Can't wait to Friday like this tag off and I'll show every single one of them that I'm not dafty. Oh.
See if somebody speaks to you the wrong way, you can't help it. Staying there running about these areas.
Help that. See, she
You've
talks to you
got
like a clown,
you've got to.
punch her like one. That's where she got it. She's not going to punch her harder.
Marvin is back from shopping. His cousin is insisting that Dayna started the argument.
She said to me, Marvin, there's no need to get involved.
It's all too much for Bullet.
She went into a back
Anybody, but the tag comes off on Friday. I get my results on. I get my results on.
Aye, she went. Oh, she went.
What?
Marvin isn't sure who to believe, but Dayna wants him to defend her honour.
You let me stand there with them all, and you don't do that. No, but when it comes between me and you. You hanging with me! You fighting and all that!
She's the fucking right knowing me to see ya!
But no, you don't stick up for your mum and Dayna, you know.
I just says there and I said, stop shouting! Dayna, fuck off, man, I'm not gonna...
You can bad fucking me, but when it comes to people out there that I'm standing, they're saying shit to me. Like, boys his own age, he'll not go out and face them. He's like, he can only hit women.
Marvin's still not sure what to believe and decides that finding Bullet is his top priority.
Don't follow my in the night, so I can. I'll probably get a nerve kicking off on the night. I just can't help it.
Marvin has a court case hanging over him for dealing diazepam in the scheme.
Okay, this way. Get in.
It now transpires that Dayna's pregnancy was a false alarm and she's out with friends, leaving Marvin alone to pack in case he gets a jail sentence at tomorrow's trial.
I've got my pictures here. My photographs of Bullet Park to take with me. I've not got a photograph of Dayna. That's what she was saying last night. Where's the pictures of me? Actually,
been thinking about splitting up there before I go, but I don't know what way to tell her.
Why?
Because I just can't be bothered with it. I think I've made a blunder going with somebody that's young. So I do.
And where is she right now?
Away with pals drinking on a Monday afternoon, you know what I mean? She says she wants the both of them. She wants to live the grown-up life but still wants to run about. So she'll need to make her mind up. But I don't know what words to put into her without her taking it the wrong way. See, I'm not going to say to her in case she takes it the wrong way, and I'm not going to hurt her upset her.
Marvin's court case has gone badly, and he's been locked up for 5 months, leaving Bullet in the house under the control of Dayna, who is struggling to cope on her own.
I'm glad he's away. But other times, situations like this, I wish he was here. Just get where I'm coming from. But don't get me wrong, I'll always love him even though he's hurt me and stuff like that. And don't know, he's want me to keep this house going so he gets a tag, and I want my own house, to tell the truth. I want my own house. I don't like this street.
While Dayna was looking after him, Bullet has escaped. Dayna has heard that he's been run over and has gone to the vets to look for him.
Get knocked in by a car. Well, that's what somebody told me anyway.
Bullet is still alive, and Dayna wants to take him home, even though his leg has been badly broken and he may need a major operation. The vets can't operate on Bullet until Dayna pays part of the bill.
It's well too hard. He was put great and left on me. It's too hard. I need to take him home. They'll need to send me a bullet and I'll need to pay it up. They can't pay it on like £100 in a banner. But I need my dog back.
Unfortunately, she's still struggling to find the money to pay for it.
They would need at least £100. But at the end of the day, all the family should be chipping in. For the money, not just me. It wasn't my fault. The dog runs away. I just feel as if everybody's like depending on Dayna will pay it, but it's just not like that. They can't keep my dog off me. Once he's better, like, they can't keep him off me. I hope they can't keep him off me.
After more fighting in the scheme, Dayna decides to give up Marvin's house and move on. Bullet is left unclaimed at the vets, still waiting for an expensive operation.
I think he's been treated very well. Yeah. Normally, if dogs haven't been treated well, they'll see some behavioural problem. Either they'll be scared if you go to them, or maybe aggressive if you go to them, and he's great. He's obviously been well loved, yeah. No problem to work with. Even when we're putting bandages on things, he's absolutely smashing. And he's pretty good with other dogs as well. It's just really nice. Good space for a dog at home. We would take him home. He's that nice.
Really?
He is. He's really nice. Dogs Trust have been kind enough to take him, so he will go to a rehoming centre, and hopefully somebody will come along, fall in love with him, and take him.
Since he was rescued, Bullet has now been successfully rehomed. A year on, Marvin is out of jail, drug-free and looking for work.
I went in there to sign on job seekers allowance because I'm actively looking for a job rather than laying about. But they're advising me to go back on the sick because they said because of my left hand injury, they're saying that's constantly that happens. People beating and waving, I don't know. Yeah, see what I mean? Guys come on everywhere I go. But they've advised me I'd better going back on the sickness benefit because there's no many jobs that you can do one-handed. But I said, well, there's nothing wrong with me sitting in front of a computer. It's just, that's everywhere I go. If it's a female, a lot of the time they get out and they'll say, oh, can we get a picture with you? I set up a Facebook site of my own. See, within 3 days, I had 931 friend requests within 3 days. I like the attention, because there's a big difference from being a drug addict to being back to just, like, I mean, all I'm on is my prescription, I'm stable, I've got a great relationship with my parents again, the way things used to be.
Marvin has got himself back on his own 2 feet, with a rented bedsit in the centre of Kilmarnock, while he now waits for Dayna to get out of jail.
I sleep with Dayna's pyjama top on my bed, look. Do you know if she went to prison, I've not washed it, I still smell her off it. I don't know if you guys saw it, oops. I don't know, did you see the picture there in the paper?
Dayna was caught trying to get drugs into jail for Marvin and was sentenced to over a year behind bars.
I mean, the last visit we had, couldn't believe how beautiful she was looking. There wasn't even a blemish in her skin, her hair was all healthy looking, her nails, everything. She was just looking great, so she was. The situation is we're engaged now, so I've picked my best man, she's picked her bridesmaid, everything, we've got everything already.
Since being filmed, Marvin has built up a special relationship with the Sun newspaper.
I got my teeth done one night, they put me up in a hotel in case any other papers came and tried to get a snapshot. And then the next day was my day out. That was the day I had out. And that shows, look, all the different treatments. It was a laser treatment they done to whiten my one up. Apparently it's £600 for one course here. I get 3 in the one sitting. The difference is unbelievable. That was the man that the government phoned me and asked me if they could start using my picture to warn youngins that no to go down that road. And then I got a phone call saying that they're wanting me to actually go around the schools myself now and speak to them. 100% want to do drug counselling, definitely. I mean, even my drug counsellor, Jeff, right, he said that the person I first met, he said to the person I'm speaking to now, is like day and night. I didn't realise how away with it I was. I hate when people go by that and they go by and shout, oh, where's Bullet, as if to them it's a joke, and to me that was heartbreaking, so it was. See, when I got out of prison, it felt like there was a part of me missing. See, because I was that used to what, I mean, for 6 years, it was on my side, and if I had to nip something with a foot, I knew I was coming back and his wee face would be at the window waiting for me. But as soon as I found out it was away, I lay in my room in Bow House for 4 days, and the tears, I just couldn't stop them.
Marvin has lost Bullet to another family, but he still has Dayna and is waiting to see whether she'll get early release with an electronic tag. In Kilmarnock, at Marvin's bedsit, an old friend, Tam, has moved in next door. Marvin's dreams of working as a drug counsellor and fronting an anti-drug campaign in schools have been devastated by mobile phone footage, which the Sun newspaper have put on their website, allegedly showing Marvin smoking heroin.
The videos between 2.5 to 3 years ago. It's been somebody in my company that's took a video, they've forgot, they've had it on video with what I think, or they would have put it in before now, and then they've been looking maybe through a memory card, an old SIM card or something, and they've came across this video, and they've thought, I'll get money for it. Before this happened, up in Allies where I volunteer, there'd been a few people discussing, trying to set me up.
Because they were all talking about, oh, they're offering £1,000, they're offering £1,000 if we can get them taking smack.
They can buy me as much as they want, but they'll not get me sitting taking it anymore. Worst thing is they've portrayed me as the fall of Britain has been back on it. I mean, that was a headline, back on smack.
Marvin claims that politician Nicola Sturgeon has even asked him to help front an anti-drugs campaign.
It was in the paper that she's withdrew any allegations that I was to go around the schools with, right? Which obviously she's going to withdraw her name as soon as that's been put in the paper. I can understand that, right? She's saying no, it was the photo, it was his photograph we were thinking about using, but now we'll have to look into even using that. But I was asked to go in the schools, right? And I don't need to prove that to anybody.
Marvin and Tam have both had chaotic lives, and both of their girlfriends are in prison. But Tam has had good news.
I just found out a week ago that my girlfriend, she went to Greenock night.
He's gonna
and
be
you can't be, and I've been choking for that
You're
way
gonna
in
be
jails.
a
Oh my daddy.
daddy.
I've been choking to my daddy all my life.
She'll keep shouting, just say, still no back, I've got somebody in. She's not getting in now, it's Dayna's sister. It's not in a stable predicament now, right? So I do not know whether I can keep these away or no. That's Dayna's mum's, she's right, which are just newly been packed. That's her dad's. She's wanting in, but she's saying it's just this she's wanting in for. It's not a case she would come in, take them and go. She would make some excuse to sit around. No other woman interests me now. Do you know we're proud to have her in your ear? Huh? Do you know we're proud to have that wee hottie walking down here, arm in arm? That's my wee woman there. Love her a bit, so I can't wait. Right.
Marvin's local celebrity has backfired after a girl asked Marvin for a photo and her boyfriend took offence.
I caught today for the incident where the boy held a knife at my neck and I managed to get the knife off him. And when I've ran away, I've ran into where the police were and I was done with possession of an offensive weapon. So it's not exactly looking good. It's one of the worst charges to be up for the now. So as you see, I've got my bag and that, I'm prepared for the worst. It's going to muck Dayna up for the tag, so it is. Because she was due at maybe next week probably. But the tag was to my flat. And if I go to prison, then obviously I'll lose the flat, so she's not getting an address, so it's going to hold her in prison to me. I just hope Neil's got the gift of the gab head on. Because he's a good solicitor.
Marvin, how you doing?
All right.
I blew it.
Wouldn't know, I've not seen him for 2 years. Is it? See you later, mate. Go away. Come on. No, go away, mate.
Marvin, don't be shy.
I'm not shy. I'm very shy.
Even though Dayna's out of prison soon, Marvin's dreams of marriage are again in jeopardy, as possession of a knife normally carries a long sentence behind bars. Marvin has managed to persuade the judge that he is the innocent party concerning the knife and has walked out of court a free man.
I'm happy as Larry. Because of my circumstances and it was an unprovoked attack on me just because his girlfriend has been a bit too friendly. Honestly, I can't even explain how I feel. 95% sure I was getting jailed today.
Marvin has escaped time behind bars, but he's more concerned that he's found out who has scuppered his chances of fronting a drugs campaign by sending in old footage to the Sun. Although Chris Cunningham is denying it, Marvin is certain that he is the culprit.
You get £500 for it. So £500 for losing a relationship with somebody that's done everything he can for you.
He's took the memory card out, put it in his new phone, and these pictures have come up, and he's went like that. Oh, I'll say that's just the now, like 2 days ago.
I discussed it him doing that, so I'm alright after everything I've done for him. I mean, I took him in when he was 15. Oh, he was 9 months when he moved in with me and my parents. And I took him everywhere. Then when he was 15, when I moved into Algar Place, he moved in there and I bought him everything, every bit of clothing, everything. I kept him going, didn't I? And no, it wasn't just normal clothes, it was clothes that were designer, it was costing me a lot of money.
It's only a month till Dayna gets out of jail, but Marvin has been badly beaten up after declining a photo while out drinking one night. Because of his head injuries, Marvin's family are making sure that one of them is always there to keep an eye on him.
The police came about 10 o'clock the next morning. Apparently they'd been here all during the night because the CCTV had seen me staggering all the way round with blood running down my face. Because my nose was burst, my mouth was all burst, and the cuts for my head, the blood was, my full face was covered. And I come in and I went a sponge, kind of cleaned it a wee bit as best as I thought I cleaned it, but I hadn't. It was all dirt inside it. And I just held a sponge to it and I come through and put the sponge against the bed and just lay with my forehead against the sponge. It was the worst thing I could have done. I could have ended up in a coma or anything.
I actually burst out laughing because I got that much of a fright. I was like, what happened to your face?
They gave me a CAT scan, see, like a CT scan for my brain. I don't know if they fun one, mind you. Maybe fun a wee bit, yeah, but I'm like a Malteser or something like that.
A month after he was assaulted, Marvin has travelled over 2 hours to Stirling to visit Dayna in jail. Marvin and Dayna had talked about being engaged, but Marvin now has a ring and is ready to make things official.
I've just never had enough money to get the ring I wanted to get, so I've got a ring here for her. I just want to place a ring on her finger just to give her a wee bit more reassurance that I'm deadly serious about it. We're having a fresh start. The two have agreed when she comes out, like everything in the past we're forgetting about. And getting married, that'll be the biggest step towards a fresh start. Every time she sees me, it's like, well look, you're putting on more weight, you're putting on more weight, you're looking great. I think she's a wee bit paranoid because I think she thinks I'm going to go with somebody else, but it wouldn't never crossed my mind. I mean, I've waited 8 months and been loyal to her, so I don't think I'm going to muck her up in the last 4 weeks. I love her too much. She means the world to me, and see if she says yes, I'll be happy as Larry.
Time will tell if Dayna is really keen to make their engagement official.
Right.
Marvin's visiting time is up, and he's proposed to Dayna.
Everything went okay, she said yes and she put a ring on her finger. She's made me so happy. My train's at 33 minutes past, I've got 8 minutes to get to the train station. If I miss this, I've got to wait another hour.
Marvin's dreams have all come true, but not missing the train home seems to have become #1 priority.
How's that not getting in? Huh? What am I doing, Ryan? Pushing it in.
That's your turn. That's come on to Glasgow.
Right. Catch you later, right? Cheers, mate. Go back!
Marvin and Dayna have at last been reunited, as she's just been released from jail. They've come to Glasgow on a shopping spree for Dayna, who's over the moon to be free again and back with Marvin.
Good, happy, relieved that I'm walking back with him, but it's weird, I know, walking back next to him because of the height.
Lovely guys, thank you for so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, right, nice meeting you, pal, right? Even I've been cutting through to go and visit Dayna. I've been stopped loads of times and people asking for pictures, but I'm always in a romper stop.
The happy couple are planning to get his and hers tattoos to celebrate their reunion.
Excuse me, pal, any idea the tattoo styles about here? I can't see for luck, mate. And I'm getting Dayna tattooed down the inside of my arm, and Dayna's going to, I don't know where.
I'm getting Marvin's name somewhere. I'm thinking about there, right, but then it'd fade off. Thinking about getting it on my neck or the back of my neck or something. I want it somewhere where people can see.
They just need to find a place that can take them without an appointment.
On the left or right?
The right. Oh. Where's Bullet?
Oh, well, I've not had Bullet for nearly 2 years. Aye. Right, thanks, dear. I'll make you in that picture. Right, batter in. Yeah, then you boys know where Terry's tattooist is.
Even given their newfound popularity, Marvin and Dayna are having no joy finding a tattoo parlour that can squeeze them in.
One man, that's it, man. She had her in Ringu.
No, she never.
I think she did because I felt her horn like you
No,
fucking
I
get
didn't
your line
feel her horn
again.
when me neither
And
did.
then
I'm
you
not
leaned,
sure, good
and then you leaned towards her like that.
Oh,
After hours on the shopping spree, trouble is brewing.
I don't want to. I don't want to go to Primark. I don't want to go this way.
We're going to find Primark.
No, we're going to find the tattoo. If he's happy, then I'm happy, and I know the tattoo's going to make him happy, so I'm happy if he's happy.
I know they've not got time.
But he's thinking of me, wanting me to go get plays.
Right, we've got to get that.
Marvin has breached a probation condition by missing a meeting and is on his way to the cells. Just a day into her new start, Dayna is devastated.
I mean, Marvin was the only person that was keeping me in the right narrow. Unless I'd be back, I'd probably have come out yesterday and went and get full hit and back on the drugs. But he's the only person that kept me to feel strong, and he's been taken away. And he makes me feel good about myself. He always gives me compliments. He'll do anything for me. I don't know, I just love everything about him. Like most people all say, oh, what you doing with him? I can do better, but to me, I can't do better. It's not on the outside, it's what's in the inside. And I don't think, I find him attractive, and if I love him, and then that's what matters, doesn't it?
Marvin was released after a night in the cells, and he and Dayna are still determined to make a good life for themselves and get married as soon as possible.